Alrighty, since my Chimney Swifts video is blowing up and everybody is very concerned about the airborne spiders, let's talk about ballooning. Now, ballooning is a behavior that's not exclusive to spiders. It's also seen in other invertebrates such as caterpillars and mites, but we'll talk about the airborne spiders. Ballooning is a type of dispersal behavior, seen where a type of invertebrate, largely spiders, but again not exclusively, releases silk threads up into the air. These silk threads get caught by usually airwaves, but also the Earth's electromagnetic field, because that's a whole thing that we don't need to go into, but basically those silk threads get caught up and drag whatever produced it, namely the spider, with it. Now, most of the time this is used by spiderlings or newly hatched spiders in order to kind of disperse out away from their siblings to find new territory to live in away from competition. This works especially well since these spiderlings are usually incredibly small and incredibly light, so they can get great distances with little difficulty. Now, most of the time this dispersal distance achieved by ballooning is quite small, usually a couple meters, but depending on the species and the weather conditions and everything, they can get quite far away. There's been reports by sailors and other seafarers in the middle of nowhere in the ocean being landed upon by spiders. So sometimes travel of multiple hundreds of kilometers can be achieved by ballooning, depending again on the individual spiders and the weather conditions. And this makes them a very good source of food for, namely, birds, such as the chimney swifts in the video that is currently blowing up. Flying birds will just take a snatch of a spider or caterpillar or whatever have you out of the air and take a to-go meal. Now, there are usually distinct ballooning seasons between late spring, early summer, sometimes even into autumn, where many spiders will disperse all at once, typically leaving a large amount of silk behind them. This will cover trees, power lines, grass, houses, all of that in this spider silk left behind by these little airborne spiders just going up and away. Now, the silk itself might be a little bit annoying, but it is harmless. It's just kind of left behind junk that most of the time doesn't have any spiders in it. As far as the spiders themselves, as far as I'm aware, the majority of the species that exhibit ballooning behaviors are not dangerous. Most of the species that do the ballooning belong to the orb weavers, the wolf spiders, or the crab spiders, most of which cannot hurt humans, especially at the very small and early stage in the life cycle where they're small enough to be able to be picked up and ballooned. So you don't have to worry about getting rained upon by, like, black widow spiders or tarantulas or anything like that. Most of the species are very small and very harmless. But yes, as a clarification for all of the people in the comments in the Chimney Swift video, this is what I mean by airborne spiders. Hope you enjoy.